So first of all, so menstrual cycle actually in which there is periodic shedding of uterine endometrium followed by its proliferation in preparation for implantation in primates. Like in case of primates, there is a menstrual cycle present, but in case of non-primate mammals, estrous cycle present. Now we'll see that different types of hormones are there. One is LH, that is called luteinizing hormones, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, estrogen, and progesterone. These four hormones play important roles during menstrual cycle. Now, one is that in case of hormonal level, if we see the graph, hormonal level versus the days. So first of all, see that FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormones, and LH is remain higher than in the first few days. The two, you can see that graph. These are FSH graph. FSH and LH remain high during the up to first few days or up to 10 days 10, and then it will gradually decrease after ovulation because it is helped in preparation for a follicle to mature. And these are the LH graph of LH, and here is the LH surge occur. LH surge, LH surge actually the day 14. Day 14 is the day where LH surge occurs. LH surge actually occurs due to the increase of the estrogen level. Actually, estrogen give the positive feedback. You can see that day 12, estrogen concentration is increased. Due to this increase of estrogen level, the LH surge occur. In estrogen give positive feedback here, GnRH, and this estrogen is giving positive feedback to GnRH to release more amount of FSH and LH, and that's why the LH concentration increase and LH surge occurs. So LH surge occurs in day 14. Day 12, estrogen concentration high, and due to this estrogen increase, LH surge occurs. Now we can see that graph of progesterone. Progesterone, first few days up to day 14, progesterone concentration remain low, and due after ovulation progesterone concentration increase because progesterone helps to maintenance of pregnancy. Progesterone is known as pregnancy maintenance hormones. Progesterone is known as pregnancy maintenance hormones. Maintenance hormones. Progesterone helps to maintain the prepare the endometrium for implantation. Estrogen and progesterone both together helps in maintenance of pregnancy. So it both helps in implantation. So if the fertilization occurs, then progesterone concentration will remain in, it will not decrease, it will remain in that way. Progesterone concentration or estrogen concentration will be remain in high level and up to the during the embryonic stage, right? We'll see the graph later. So first of all, here see that here if the fertilization not occur, then progesterone will concentration will be gradually decrease, right? So day 28 it will gradually decrease and prepare for next menstrual cycle, right? So first of all, here four hormones are there: FSH, LH, estrogen, and progesterone. FSH and LH is involved in first few days, helps to maintain the proliferation or develop helps to develop the developing follicles, and the estrogen and progesterone up to first few days remain low, and it will increase after ovulation, and it will prepare the uterus for implantation, and then it will drop if there is no pregnancy occurs. So there is no fertilization occurs, then progesterone estrogen level will drop. If fertilization occurs, it will continue. If we see that body temperature graph with body temperature, progesterone is known as thermogenic hormone. Progesterone is known as thermogenic hormone. Thermogenic hormone. So progesterone, if you plot the body temperature graph, so it will almost similar with progesterone. Progesterone is known as thermogenic hormones. Now we'll see the another cycles, that is the estrus cycles. The estrus cycle, actually estrus cycle comprise of four phases are there, right? Proestrus, estrus, metaestrus and diestrus, right? Proestrus mere consists of entirely cornified epithelial cells. Epithelial cells, we know that epithelial cells have a basement membrane and it's have a tight junctions. We will see that they have a nucleus also. So estrus phase, and basically most of the estrus phase, how we will identify the estrus phase? By only cornify, by looking under the microscope, in the for the presence of only cornified epithelial cells. If any stage contain cornified epithelial cell, it will be estrus phase. Metaestrus, large number of leukocyte or white blood cells are present, and in case of a diestrus smear, leukocyte number is less than metaestrus stage, right? So these are four phases of their proestrus, metaestrus, proestrus, estrus, metaestrus and diestrus. Now we'll see the graph of, in case of, if in the during menstrual cycle we have seen that progesterone level, right? Progesterone level, if is in, it will increase, increase up to and prepare for pregnancy maintenance. But if pregnancy not occurs, then we will see that graph is decreased. Previously we have seen that this graph, so gradually progesterone concentration after up to 28 days, if fertilization not occurs, then it will decrease, right? Here you can see that. Now if it is a progesterone concentration increase, now if it is pregnancy occurs, now these are day of fertilization. If fertilization occurs, then what will be the graph of hormonal level? So first few days, HCG, or HCG is the human chorionic gonadotrophic hormone, human chorionic gonadotrophic hormone, trophic hormone will increase. HCG is known as pregnancy maintain. HCG is known as pregnancy test hormone. HCG also called pregnancy test hormone. Test hormone. So HCG concentration increase first few days after fertilization, and it will gradually decrease, right? Human chorionic gonadotrophic hormone is released from placenta, and now progesterone concentration, you can see that progesterone concentration gradually it will maintain till the embryonic development completed. Progesterone and estrogen concentration will increase, right? So